Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Upper St. Clair High School Gymnasium. Tonight we have the second round of the Upper St. Clair Tip-Off Classic with the Panthers of Upper St. Clair playing the Titans of West Mifflin. My name is Hank Chesko. I'll be your play-by-play announcer again today. We have Dan Calusi as my head photographer and videographer. Dan and I worked last night's game in which we saw Upper St. Clair take the better measure of Seton LaSalle 89-44. West Mifflin also played last night against the Peters Township Indians, lost 81-58. In the game earlier tonight, the 6 o'clock game, Peters Township took their early season record out to 2-0 with an 8-point victory over Seton LaSalle, 72-64. So by the transitive properties and laws of athletics and sports, if we play our game, we should take care of West Mifflin tonight. Well, as we get ready for the pre-game introductions, just recapping a little bit about last night's game. St. Clair was on fire from three-point range. 4 different players had 3 three-pointers each.
Number 23, Chris Nestor.
Well, Chris Nestor is a 6'3" freshman. Montel is a 5'5" junior point guard. Michael is a 6'5" junior. Rashad is a 6'1" senior.
And number 2, Rocky Washington.
Rocky is a 5'10" junior or 5'10" senior as well. We've got 2 Washingtons, Rocky and Rashad, in the starting lineup. I'm going to hope I can keep my Washingtons straight. Not a terribly tall West Mifflin lineup.
And now, the starting lineup for your Upper St. Clair Panthers. At guard, Holland Jr., number 24, Pete Sirios.
Pete was one of 3 Panthers in double figures last night with 11, 3 threes.
6-foot junior, number 14, Christian Shea.
Christian led all scorers last night with 24 points.
At center, 6'2" junior, number 44, Steve Myers.
Steve contributed 8 points last night, and he was an absolute animal off the boards.
5'11" senior, number 11, Dan Simpson.
Dan didn't score any points last night, but as the point guard, he was running the offense and pressing the and harassing Seton LaSalle in the backcourt. John contributed 2 buckets and 2 free throws last night. Brett McCormick and Shane Brennan off the bench were also in double figures. Brett with 11 and Shane with 13. I'm sure there's some story about this little star figure they do on the court before the home games. They've been doing it for as long as I've been coming to St. Clair games. But I'm sure there's there's some traditional story somewhere. Look for Elias to jump center on the opening tip. Now, he did last night. He's being replaced by John Austin this evening. Austin controls it easily over to Simpson. Simpson tied up on the wing. The Titans playing some harassing defense. Deep 3 for Syria off the back rim. Titan rebound. Now, we saw this last night where St. Clair did press in the backcourt. It's more of a full court defense, not really a press or a zone press or a trapping press, but just full court pressure. I think we'll see that. They'll contest the ball after every rebound. And they'll put pressure on the ball after we score. A deep 3 from the corner is good. West Mifflin draws first blood. That was number 23, Chris Hester. We have a foul on the floor. I think that was before the shot. I stand corrected as we're lining up for the free throw. Simpson goes to the line to shoot 2. Nice stroke on the first one by Dan. Makes the score 2-1, 3-1, excuse me, here in the early going. Not quite the number of students here tonight. We had a blackout night last night. About a third the number of students. Second free throw by Dan is good, pulling St. Clair within one. Again, Simpson pressuring the ball. West Mifflin handles it without too much difficulty, getting into their continuity offense, working the ball on the perimeter. Sirio switches nice, picking up the point guard. Head fake, Simpson had none of that. Ooh, might have gotten away with a little extra step there. West Mifflin coach yelling some encouragement to his players. He just didn't like their positioning. West Mifflin in no hurry to shoot. The problem is the longer you pass it and dribble, the more likely you are to turn it over. But I think they're going to take the air out of, if the early going is any indication, they're going to take the air out of the ball and slow it down, limiting St. Clair's number of possessions. Looked like we had an entry pass from Rocky into Rashad, but Elias cut it off. The Titans may be happy to just take this 3-2 lead into the locker room at the half. A little exaggeration, obviously. Jumper from the free throw line. Sirio bounds it easily. Quick outlet over to Austin. Austin gives a head fake, a little contact on the floor, and after having the ball for 5 seconds, Austin's called for the offensive foul, and we don't even get a shot off. Score remains 3-2. West Mifflin, 5:38 remaining in the first quarter. We'll see how long Coach Holzer lets them play this keep-away game. Simpson steals the ball, gets it over to Austin off his foot, back in on the wing to Shea. That's his sweet spot. 3 for Christian. It's our first field goal of the evening. Makes the score 5-3 St. Clair. Titans try to go baseline. Shea cut it off nicely. Staples looking for the entry pass. Austin swatted at the ball. Jumper by West Mifflin. That's Stanzel's first basket. Jumper from the corner by Austin, no good. Long rebound off to Shea. A deep three by Sirio. Seven 6. St. Clair with a 1-point lead. Simpson harassing Staples in the backcourt. Staples, for a small point guard, doesn't look as quick as Simpson is. I think you're going to see Dan steal the ball a few more times off of him today. Baseline drive. Dishes back to Washington. Washington goes up strong, and he's fouled on the play.
Basket by number 3, Rashad Washington. Fouls on number 14, Christian Shea, his first, team second. At the line, Washington.
Nice movement that time. The Titans weren't showing the same patience on that possession that they had. Ball rims out. Brett McCormick checked in after the foul.
Basket by number 14, Christian Shea.
Shea with the hot hand early. Panthers go back in front, 9-8, 3:40 and running. Washington off to Staples. Staples with a little behind the back dribble. Washington fakes a pass, back to Staples. Washington tries to go baseline on Serio. Serio cuts him off, but didn't get his feet there quickly enough. He's called for the blocking foul. That'll be the Panthers' third team foul. Brennan checks in for Austin. See what creative play they run under the basket. Nothing. Three-point shot in and out. Shea with the rebound. Another three-pointer for Christian, and he's good. They don't have an answer for Shea here in the early going. And we're getting an adjustment on the scoreboard. I thought it was incorrect. It's now Panthers 12, West Mifflin 8. I tallied up my numbers here. So that's a 4-point lead for St. Clair with the first time out of the game. Quick reset. Three team fouls on Upper St. Clair. 1 team foul on West Mifflin so far. 2:46 to go in the first quarter. If you're thinking about coming to some upcoming games, here's the schedule for the next couple of weeks. We had the Tip-Off Classic yesterday and today. Next week we'll be home on December 3rd, Monday, December 3rd, against South Fayette. Friday, December 7th, we'll be home against Baldwin. Friday, December 14th, we'll be home against North Hills. And then Tuesday, December 18th, we'll be home against Peters Township. Now, Peters is interesting. Over the years, at least since I've lived in the township, we've usually held our own and pretty much did whatever we wanted to with Peters Township. Last year, however, the team split home and home, partially due to the fact that they stole one of our coaches, Coach Goga. He's had some success since he's been over to Peters Township, and those games are turning into quite a bit of a rivalry. Washington drives, goes up strong with the left hand. Shea rebound, looking to break. Simpson throws up the jumper. West Mifflin tries to run. How many times do you go back and forth on that line? Washington. Rashad goes up strong. That's his second basket. Makes the score 12-10. Off of Brennan's hands into the hands of Washington. Washington's doing everything for them right now. Rebounding, driving, shooting, drawing fouls. He's a strong player. He'll be going to the line for two shots. First one's good. That was the first foul on Shane Brennan. Second one is good. Rashad with 6 points here in the first quarter. Serio goes baseline. Out to Brennan from three-point range is good. Panthers continuing their fairly accurate three-point shooting here tonight with 3 threes already. 15-12 Panther, 3-point lead. McCormick on Washington. Staples fakes cross-court pass from the wing. Air ball. McCormick brings it down. Serio pressing the issue. Another tray for Christian, and it's good.
14, Christian Shea, 3.
Leading all scorers with 11. 3 threes. Staples crosses half court. 18-12. Panther leads up to 6. Serio tried to sneak in there and take the pass away from Rashad. Rashad rolls to the basket for an easy lay-in. 18-14. Brennan's 3 is off. Rebound by Rashad. I was going to call him Rashad, so I don't get him and his brother Rocky mixed up. Rashad's playing a heck of a game so far. 18-14, under a minute here in the first quarter. West Mifflin's coach instructing his players to pull it out. I wouldn't be surprised if he holds for the last shot. And as soon as I say that, they take a jumper from, is it a 3? No, it was a 2. His toenail was on the line. That's Stanzel's second basket. Cuts the Panther lead to 2. "20 seconds. Staples out front, being harassed by Simpson. Ooh, he cut that ball on his hip there. Thought he might have gotten called for a carry. This time, I'm sure they'll be content to finish off the quarter here and take the last shot. A deep 3, nothing but air. St. Clair will inbound the ball with 0.8 seconds to go. Coach Holzer making some substitutions for the last 0.8 of a second. Not sure what he might have up his sleeve. It's a desperation heave no matter what. The quarterback throws it. Oh, now that's an interesting play. I completely forgot that. Shane Brennan can make that nice long court pass. He had a great arm this past season for St. Clair on the gridiron. So that's a weapon we might see Coach Holzer take advantage of later in the season, or as the games progress, where he lets Shane inbound the ball. And it was right on the money to John Austin, but he couldn't quite hold it. Made a little too much mustard. The West Mifflin player came over to deflect it. At any rate, 18-16, end of 1. Game's a little bit closer than I was anticipating, and credit, hats off to West Mifflin for keeping it close. Rashad Washington has been the mainstay for West Mifflin in the first quarter. He leads their scores with 8. And he had a ton of rebounds. He was disruptive on defense. Went to the line a couple times, drew some fouls underneath. St. Clair's going to have to come up with an answer to try and control him. Christian Shea continues his hot hand, draining 3 threes and a 2-pointer for 11 points in the first quarter. Possession arrow was pointing towards West Mifflin. We now have Shea picking up Staples. Austin back in. We also have Reed Applebaum in, and I believe Eric Gilstrap is checked in as well. No, I'm sorry, Zach Joyce. That's Zach Joyce, not Eric. My apologies. 41 is Zach Joyce. And that's his first basket of the evening. The diminutive point guard. Chance to give West Mifflin the lead. The lefty, back rim. Nice box out by Austin. Score remains 18-18 here in the early going of the second quarter. Panthers working the ball around the perimeter. Zach Joyce looks to drive. Ball's deflected by West Mifflin. Very nice move by number 23, Hester. 5 points for Hester. Gives West Mifflin the lead. Beautiful baseline drive. Oh, no! I thought that was a beautiful baseline drive by Reed Applebaum. Beat his man. But then the other Titan slid over, took the offensive, and the score remains 20-18. Coach Holzer going back to his starting lineup. We got Simpson, Serio, and Elias all checking back in. 7-12. Little full court pressure. Now, Staples took his eye off the ball. Again, if you apply that kind of pressure over the course of a game, that really wears on the point guard. He's second guessing and he can't get into his rhythm. He can't get into his offense. And if he has to spend the first 10 or 15 seconds of his possession worrying about whether he's going to get the ball across half court, it'll wear on him. By the fourth quarter, he'll be out of gas. And a little bit of a mismatch here with Austin on Staples. Three-pointer by the other Washington. Serio can't control the rebound. Washington follows a shot and lays it in. That's Rocky's first basket of the evening. Takes the West Mifflin lead up to 4. Got a foul on the floor. Number 12, Stanzel checking back in. And Rashad Washington back in. Three-pointer by Shea. He can't miss tonight.
14, Christian Shea, 3.
Brings St. Clair within 1. Simpson and Austin pressuring the ball. I don't know if this is intentional to put Austin on Staples or it was just a switch. They switch back. Now we've got Elias on Staples. Austin looks like he's going to guard whoever has the ball. Entry pass into, guess who? Rashad Washington. That gives him 10. Takes the West Mifflin lead back out to 3. But no sooner than I say that Shea hits another 3.
14, Christian Shea,
24-24 at the 5:30 mark. Deep 3 from the wing. Simpson with the rebound. He had Elias filling one wing. And there's Rashad stealing the ball. Going coast to coast. Rebound by the other Washington. No dice. Nice hustle play by West Mifflin, but with not much to show for it. Shea had thoughts. Syria looks to drive, dishes to Elias. Elias goes up strong with the left hand.
basket by number 44, Steve White. Timeout.
St. Clair regains the lead, 26-24, on the second basket of the night by Steve Elias. This is sort of, it's turned into the Christian Shea, Rashad Washington show. Both players doing their best to keep their teams do the best for their team. Great show of shooting so far by Christian. He's drained 5 threes already in the first half, and with another bucket to go with it, he's got 17 out of St. Clair's 26 points. Scoring a little more balanced over on the West Mifflin side, but Rashad Washington does have 10 of their 24 so far, and 3 or 4 players each have a bucket. Not a big crowd showing here tonight. Quite a few less St. Clair students than we had last night, and even on the parts of the bleachers usually occupied by parents and friends and family. Very few West Mifflin fans here. I suspect everyone's staying home to watch the Pitt West Virginia game or the Missouri Oklahoma games. A couple of NCAA games with BCS implications. Staples crosses half court, picked up by Shea. Elias giving Rashad a little bit of body. Nice look away. Nice no look pass by Rashad. So not only can he shoot, he can pass. Points 7 and 8 for Hester. Shea can't get the roll. Hester fights for the rebound. Elias is on the ground. That'll be a jump ball. They're not going to get it off of Steve. Again, good hustle play by Steve Elias. Possession arrow pointing to St. Clair. Applebaum and Brennan check in for Sirio and Austin. Shea on the wing. Now McCormick could drop a 3-pointer or 2. He had 3 last night. Pick by Shea. Pull-up jumper, in and out. Rebound battled for. Out of bounds off of West Mifflin. St. Clair will retain possession. Like a little bit of confusion there where the ball was going to go, but St. Clair settles in. Running their continuity offense. Elias a little further away from the basket than you usually see him. Applebaum up top. Brennan, ball fake. And he's called for a travel. He must have moved his feet very, very quickly, as I certainly didn't see it. Got Rocky Washington coming back in for West Mifflin. And since no one else will do it, Rashad comes back down court, puts the ball in bounds. Rashad does everything for West Mifflin. 26-26, 3:38 to go in the half. Oh, I think Steve got away with a little over the back, but nice pick set. McCormick doesn't back down, gives him a little bit of an elbow. Nice defense underneath by Elias. Semi-fast break. Shea gets a half step on his man. West Mifflin controls the, I guess it was a rebound. McCormick comes out on the lefty. 23 versus 23. It's another tray by Hester. Gives West Mifflin the 3-point lead. Elias inside. McCormick, head fake. Off the front rim. He really didn't set his feet very well. He kind of had a running one-hander of sorts. You got to get on him. Another three by Hester. The lefty can put up the J. He's got some range. 3 threes and a couple of baskets. 13 points for Hester. It's going to be a backcourt violation. With 2:25 to go in the second quarter, West Mifflin has opened up a 6-point lead, looking to extend that. A little bit of a surprise, at least it's surprising this announcer. But again, that's why they play the games, and some teams just don't match up well. A couple of substitutions there after that backcourt violation. We've got St. Clair as their starting lineup back in. Simpson on Staples. Austin trying to put a body on Rashad. Rashad works him inside. 14 points here in the first half by Rashad Washington. Answered by Shea. Quicker than I can keep up with it. 6-point lead, West Mifflin. Sirio steals the ball from Rashad. A little reach in. It looks like they're finally coming out on Christian. Front rim, one of his rare misses. Rebound goes to West Mifflin. Here comes Staples. Hester working inside. Hester's got a surprisingly big wingspan. If you look at his arms, in the program he's listed as 6'3", but he looks like he has the arm of his arms are about 6'5" or 6'6". Big wingspan. Helps you get the shot off. There's no substitute for long arms in basketball. At any rate, St. Clair ball, 1:23 to go. Let's see if we can cut this lead down to 4. Now, Shea, a little pick and roll, just like they write it up on the chalkboard. Beautiful pass by Shea to Elias. That's 6 points for Elias, 107. Lead cut to 4. Simpson harassing Staples. Rashad looks to drive, a little behind the back, dipsy doodle.
Basket number 3, Rashad Washington.
Sirio tried, couldn't stop him. Rashad's a one-man wrecking crew. Looks like Shea will be going to the line for 2 free throws. Drove and he was fouled by Rashad Washington. Looks like he's in a little bit of pain, like he may have taken the worst of that, worst part of that collision. He may have landed, he's holding his back, he may have landed funny. Maybe that's what we needed to slow him down a little bit. Yeah, I hate to see somebody get hurt, but he has just been murdering St. Clair. First free throw by Shea. Cuts the lead to 5 with 48.7. Second, up and good. He has his stroke tonight. Staples needs to tie his shoe. He is going to be seeing Simpson in his dreams tonight. Hester checks back in. St. Clair continuing the full court pressure. Elias harassing Staples. Sirio's picking up Rashad Washington. Hester dribbles itself right down to the floor. Wisely didn't move his feet at all. Could very easily, that's got to be a walk. That has to be a walk. You can't do a triple jump, a hop, step, and a skip and get to the basket. Heck of a move if you can get away with it. 4-point lead for West Mifflin. St. Clair will try to cut it down to 2 or perhaps 1. Rocky Washington picking up Simpson. We have some contact away from the ball. Rocky Washington isn't too happy with that call. You rarely will see that a player says, yes, sir, I fouled him. Call it on me, please. But nonetheless, that's only his first, but it looks like he's going to sit down for the last 20 seconds. Shea in the corner, broken up by Rocky Washington, or Rashad. Staples deep into the corner. 6 seconds. You have a desperation heave by Sirio. No, he goes the length of the court. Oh, and at the buzzer. Beautiful play by Sirio. I thought for sure he knew exactly how much time was left. Made it coast to coast in the last 2 seconds. That cuts the West Mifflin lead to 2 points. We're going to take a break now. I'm going to go grab myself a Gatorade. Again, halftime, 36-34. West Mifflin with a surprising 2-point lead over Upper St. Clair. Welcome back to the second half action, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Upper St. Clair Panthers trailing by 2 to the West Mifflin Titans 36-34 here in the second round game of the Tip-Off Classic. A little bit surprising. I kind of thought that St. Clair would be able to handle West Mifflin, again, just based on games previous, but hey, that's why they play them. Quickly summarizing the scoring, we've got Rashad Washington with 16 and Hester with 13 to lead West Mifflin. Stanzel kicked in 4, Staples had a bucket, and Rocky had 1 free throw to round out the 36 points. On the St. Clair side, scoring not nearly as balanced. Christian Shea leading all scorers with 21 in the first half. Elias kicked in 6, Simpson 2 free throws. Sirio made that bucket right at the end. Beautiful lay-in to cut the lead to 2. And Shane Brennan had a 3 to make it 34. Possession arrow. West Mifflin. Staples in the backcourt. Picked up by Shea. Both teams with their original starting lineups in. Elias, Sirio, Austin, Shea, and Simpson. Double teaming Rashad out high. Rocky tries to go baseline, but he dribbles it off his foot. Never a good play. St. Clair ball with a chance to tie or regain the lead. See if we see much. Simpson tries to drive past Staples. Again, copying the play of Rocky Washington, where he dribbled it off of his foot. Shea couldn't react to the ball off of the foot. And we've got 2 quick turnovers in the first 25 seconds. Neither team yet to get a shot off here in the second half. Elias picking Hester up far away from the basket. Washington to Washington. Nice entry pass. Goes up left-handed. That's where a post player needs to almost be able to use that right hand. Washington always goes with the the left hand. Sirio with a beautiful stroke from the wing. First points of the second half. That gives Sirio 5 for the game, and more importantly, gives Upper St. Clair lead 37-36. 1 minute gone by here in the third quarter. Washington, Simpson, token pressure, drives the lane and lays it in relatively uncontested. Sirio pump fake. I think he was tripped from behind by that dirty Stanzel player. Now, obviously, I try to keep things loose and kid a little bit, but I don't think he's a dirty player. I think it was just some inadvertent poor defense. Very quickly, we've got McCormick in for Austin. Washington on Shea. Shea drives. Wanted to hit Elias cutting to the basket, but it was a little too hard for Steve. Simpson with the backcourt pressure knocks the ball off of Hester's foot. It'll be St. Clair ball. The West Mifflin coach doesn't agree with that call. He's still yelling at the referee, and he continues to stare at him. Simpson drives, throws up a tough shot, high degree of difficulty, gives St. Clair a 1-point lead, 39-38. Elias picks up Hester, pinned on the baseline. Oh, I thought he changed his pivot foot, but not. Staples goes between his legs. Simpson tries to steal, it doesn't. Three-pointer by Washington. Elias with the rebound. Here come the Panthers. Shea has yet to shoot here in the second half. Looking to pass more. Oh, Elias goes up strong. Washington over his back. Again, I think in the first minute and a half, 2 minutes here in the second half, you see Shea getting off the dribble drive and then looking to dump the ball. You know, a man scores 21 points in the first half. You know the West Mifflin has to be concerned about trying to contain him. So Christian's doing the smart thing, driving, drawing someone else's man, and then dumping it off. Elias, nice rotation, doesn't get the roll. A little bit of noise from the West Mifflin faithful. Nice stroke. Elias cans the second. Takes the St. Clair lead back to 2. And for his effort on that free throw, Brennan comes in and replaces Elias. McCormick checked in when I wasn't looking. Simpson picking up Staples. Staples gets a half step, goes up lefty. Nice drive, but he couldn't quite close it out. Washington goes baseline, throws up the running one-hander. That's points 4 and 5 for Rocky Washington. Back on the other end, Serio drives baseline, blocking foul. St. Clair will be inbounding underneath their own basket. That basket by Washington tied it up 40-40, 5-27. Serio gets a step on his man, drives. Oh, Washington came over to harass him, and it was just enough. Serio in a little bit of frustration after missing the layup. Gets a reach in trying to take the ball off of Staples in the backcourt. One of the West Mifflin fans informs me that it's about time that foul was called. It's only the second foul on Serio. First team foul in the second half for St. Clair. Could be a 5-second. Ooh, we almost had a 5-second there on Staples, not penetrating. Jumper from the wing by Washington. Rocky owning the second half so far. Front rim, Brennan. Washington to Washington, coast to coast. Simpson hits the backboard. Three-pointer from Austin. Front rim, rebound Staples. West Mifflin clinging the 3-point lead. Robinson got a half step on the defender. Nice. Staples hit him with a nice pass right down the middle of the court. Typically when you run the break, you want to hit the man on the wing. Washington ran to space. But Washington will be going to the line to shoot 2. First one rattles out. Not much of a shooter's touch on that one. Rocky Washington with all 7 of West Mifflin's points so far in the third quarter. Let's see if someone else besides Rocky can score. Back rim. Elias did a nice job of boxing, McCormick came across, got in front of the shooter, almost lost the ball, but he didn't. Good fundamental basketball there. Simpson off his back foot. It's close to a walk. Shane tries to tie it up, and he does. That's his second tray of the evening, 43-43. halfway through this third quarter. Staples tries to dribble through 2 or 3 men. A three-pointer with nothing but air. Washington was there, but he stepped out of bounds. St. Clair ball. Serio back in. We've got Brennan, Serio, McCormick, Shea, and Austin for St. Clair. Serio drives, dishes it to Austin. Austin, first shot was rejected. Stayed with it, followed his own shot, got the lay-in. That's John's first basket tonight, giving St. Clair a 2-point lead. A little sloppy pass there by the Titans, and St. Clair will have the ball back. And with that, I'd like to say it was a TV timeout like we had a sponsor, but it was really just the West Mifflin coach that decided to calm his team down a little bit. Well, St. Clair has come back so far in this third quarter. We're down by 2 at the half. We've outscored West Mifflin by 4, 11-7 so far. Scoring a bit more balanced here in the second half. In fact, Christian, who is leading all scorers, Christian Shea, leading all scorers with 21 in the first half, has yet to score here in the second half. But he's getting some help from his teammates. Buckets by Austin, Simpson, and a couple of trays by Serio and Brennan, giving St. Clair the lead. Brennan gets the ball over to Serio. Simpson and Elias getting a breather. I think this might be the first time that Dan's been out. Washington comes out on Shane. Ball back to Shane, tries to get the entry pass into Austin. Dribble goes down deep. Nice. Nice shot by John. 4 points for John. Takes the St. Clair lead out to 4 points. Serio harassing Staples. Ill-advised pass. Robinson saves it right into Christian Shea's hands. Christian to McCormick on the wing. 3 front rim. Serio crashes. Kicks it over to McCormick, but I think Brett may have walked. Pass came a little quickly there as Serio was falling out of bounds. Sometimes the game just plays a little too fast and things happen. But at any rate, Reed Applebaum checked in for McCormick. St. Clair protecting 4-point lead. 2:49 remaining in the third quarter. Serio picking up Staples. Washington with the 3. Front rim. Nice boxed out by John on Rocky Washington. Serio past Staples. Nice help out on defense. But Reed was there. Reed was there for the follow-up. That's Reed's first point, taking the St. Clair lead out to 6. And before I can make note of Reed's points on the score sheet, West Mifflin turned the ball back over to St. Clair. Critical juncture, I'd say, here for West Mifflin. St. Clair has battled back. They played them tough for a half. But once you get, from 6, it gets up to 10 real quick. Next thing you know, the game's out of control. If West Mifflin wants to stay in the game, I think they need to play a little bit better the last 2 minutes of this quarter. Oh. Christian off his foot. Austin goes baseline. Nice head fake. He went up strong. Robinson came over helping out after Austin had beat his man, Stanzel. And that's, again, we talked about this a little bit last night. When you beat your man baseline, you get your weak side defense, the only thing they can do is come over and try to block the shot, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to get a foul. Protect the baseline. Fundamental basketball. First free throw by John Austin is up and good. Gives him 5 for the evening. Nice left-handed stroke. Number 33, Peterson, checks in for West Mifflin for the first time this evening. Second one is good. 2 for 2 from the charity stripe for Mr. John Austin this evening. Number 20, Charles Robinson, also checked in. We got a couple of Washingtons, a couple of Robinsons. Oh boy, I think Pete got away with the foul on that one. Saves the ball over to Shea. Shea got a little hip check by Peterson, who just came into the game. Once again, a West Mifflin fan tells me that that was a terrible call. I thought it was the correct call. First shot from Shea in the second half. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Takes the St. Clair lead up to 11 with 1:27 to go. And I think Reed Applebaum got a little aggressive with his defense. He used his hands and not his feet. Again, you've heard me harp on that last night. He has to beat his man to the spot and deny him the ball. He can't use your hands to do that. You have to do that with your feet and your body. Third foul on Applebaum, and McCormick checks in for him. I have to wonder, with St. Clair going on this little spurt here, this 9-0 spurt, why we've got Robinson on the bench, or why we've got Washington on the bench. Jumper no good. Austin gets the rebound, but he can't hold his feet. He might have got a little push, shove there as he was coming down, and unfortunately that's a traveling violation. St. Clair protecting an 11-point lead, 11-point lead with 1:06 to go, third quarter. Hester can't find anybody. Better hurry. Rocky Washington, jumper from the wing. Grazed the rim. Sirio pushes it up to McCormick. Brennan, front rim on a long three. Rebound Robinson. Rocky over to Robinson. Back to Rocky. Head fake on Simpson. Nothing doing. Hester with the lefty three. Rebound weak side. Sirio clears it. Simpson looks to drive. A little bit of contact. I think maybe an Academy Award on that fall over because he barely was grazed. Simpson makes a nice running jumper from the baseline, taking the St. Clair lead out to 13 points. Chaz loses his feet. Head fake by Rocky. Jumper, iron. Ball batted around. St. Clair controls. Brennan, look up, Shane. Don't look down. McCormick, front rim. Austin gets his hands on the ball out off of the Titans. St. Clair ball with 1 second remaining in the half. If you've got a good inbounds play, this is when you use it, Coach. Shane will throw it up. Oh, it would have been good if it went. Well, that was a bit of a change of roles, a reversal of fortune there. St. Clair, after being down by 2 at the half, has flipped that around on West Mifflin and is now ahead by 13, 56-43. Outscoring the Titans 22-7 in that stanza. I think the storyline, though, in that third quarter is the St. Clair Panthers got some scoring from someone whose last name isn't Shea. Austin kicked in 6. Simpson had 4. Elias had a free throw, a tray from Sirio, a tray from Brennan, a bucket from Applebaum on a nice follow through, and it's that balanced scoring. It's that depth and balanced scoring. One player, regardless of how good he is, it's very difficult for one player to carry a team. And I think Coach Holzer probably sent that message to his team at halftime, that we can't sit around and watch the Christian Shea show. Back to our starting lineup: Sirio, Simpson, Elias, Austin, and Shea. Staples picks up Simpson. Shea tries to force it inside to Elias, but Rashad Washington pokes it away. Open three for Shea. They set a nice double screen. He came around. And one official said 3, one said 2. And the bigger guy wins because he's bigger, and so it's only a 2. 26 points tonight if you're counting for Christian Shea. Takes the lead out to 15 points. Washington, one-man wrecking crew again. Shoots, rebounds, finally misses, controlled by St. Clair. Head fake by Austin. Over to Elias. Simpson, nice little head fake. Austin looks to drive, pulls up, shoots, misses, fights for his own rebound. Somehow Elias came up with that ball through nothing but guile and hustle. Makes the score 60-43, 17-point lead, 7:04 remaining in the game. Hester drives on Simpson, a little bit of a mismatch. That's Hester's first basket in the second half. Actually, that's the first basket by anybody not named Washington in the second half. Actually, first basket by someone not named Rocky Washington. Up until that point, Washington was the only person, Rocky was the only person that scored for West Mifflin. 60-45, 6:29 to go, fourth quarter. Shea, open three-pointer, rims out. Sirio trying to steal in the backcourt. He snuck in around Staples. Staples saw him, couldn't stop him. Shea over to Simpson. Elias follows, no good. Beautiful job of crashing the board there by the Panthers. I love an offensive rebound. That's about the only way I could score when I used to play. But at any rate, makes a score 62-45. Back to a 17-point lead. Elias, the second Panther, into double figures now with 11. West Mifflin having quite a bit of difficulty here on offense. They've only scored 9 points in the second half. Deep three for Rocky Washington. 8 points for Rocky here in the second half. Elias has position. Oh, spun away from the basket. You don't usually see an air ball from 5 feet away, but oh, I don't think he called the bank on that deep three, but it would have counted if it went. Simpson, nice drive. Oh, kind of an off-balance shot. I think he had Elias over on the other block. Titans looking to cut into a 14-point St. Clair lead. Shea's on Robinson. I'm sorry, Shea was on Washington. Staples. That's his first basket of the second half. Cuts the lead to 11 points. Austin tries to go baseline. He gets double teamed. Back up top to Simpson. Looks to drive. Lays it in. And a push from behind. Beautiful dribble drive by Dan Simpson.
The winning number tonight's 50-50.
Puts Dan into double figures with 10.
7, 4, 6, 9. 3, 8, 7, 4, 6, 9. The winner can come to the announcer's table.
3-8-7-4-6-9. I didn't win again tonight. Simpson looking to complete the three-point play. Nice stroke.
50-50 number 3, 8, 7, 4, 6, 9. The winner can come to the announcer's table.
Robinson, Chaz inbounds over to Staples. 65-51 at the midway mark of the fourth quarter. Washington sets a pick, and then as he looks to drive, the official here on the left side of the court says he traveled. Again, several of the West Mifflin faithful disagreeing with that call. Sirio passes to Shea, sets a pick. Shea on the fly. Applebaum fighting for the loose ball and the rebound. No dice. St. Clair continuing to apply pressure in the backcourt. Applebaum went for the steal. Oh, runs into Staples, kind of inadvertently, but I think that'll be his fourth foul, so I'm not sure he's going to stay in much longer.
Fouls on number 32, Applebaum.
And Holzer says, let him play. 14-point St. Clair lead. Shane saw that one coming from a mile away. Staples tries to draw the offensive. Shane wouldn't be denied. Brennan almost looked like he was about to leap over the top of Staples. Staples moved his feet. He didn't quite get his feet there in time. First, the only free throw from Brennan. Gives St. Clair a couple of three-point plays the old-fashioned way. Nice hustle by Applebaum in the backcourt. St. Clair with a 17-point lead. Shea almost walked. Deep in the corner. And I think that someone went over the back of Staples, who had position. And if that's on Applebaum, that's his 5th foul. Coach Gavin giving Reed some encouragement for playing hard and getting some good minutes out there today, even though he did foul out. Three-pointer from Robinson. Washington. Simpson pressing the issue. Serio, three-pointer from the wing. Rims out. Shea crashes. Can't control it. St. Clair ball. I'm sorry, West Mifflin ball. Arch Robinson comes in for West Mifflin. Got a couple of Robinsons, a couple of Washingtons, and Staples in right now for the Titans. Arch, Chaz, Rocky, and Rashad. Nice anticipation by Simpson. Rashad Washington tries to disrupt that from behind, but to no avail. 9 points here in the second half for Simpson. Takes the St. Clair lead out to 19 points. Just under 3 minutes to go. The long jumper by Staples. Rebound Washington. Goes up strong, and he'll be shooting a couple of free throws. He is sitting here with just under 3 minutes to go and a 19-point lead. The last thing you want to do is allow your opponent to score while the clock's not running. But that's just what we did. Zach Joyce in for John Austin. After scoring 16 points in the first half, Rashad Washington gets his first point of the second half with 2:30 to go. Again, I think the storyline here is you had Hester and Washington hot in the first half. St. Clair made some adjustments, shut both of them down, got some balanced scoring. Nice drive and lay-in by Simpson. He's quickly amassed 15 points here after being shut out last night. Washington drives strong, takes that hop step right into Serio, but I think they're going to call the foul on St. Clair. Brennan comes in for Simpson at the 2:11 mark. Garrett Del Rey comes in for Serio. Serio gets a nice round of applause as he leaves. Or maybe Garrett's getting a round of applause for coming in. Garrett, the 6'5" freshman, scored 5 last night. Back rim. So I guess that was a floor foul, and it was a 1-and-1. I don't think you'll see the Panthers in any rush to shoot here. They'll take their time, and I suspect the first guy that shoots will be admonished unless it's a lay-in. Don't shoot, Shane. McCormick into Del Rey. Del Rey can't quite hang on to it. Staples picks up the loose ball. 72-52, 1:32 remaining. Long three grazes the rim. St. Clair can't control it. Rashad Washington Rashad Washington picks it up and lays it in with the left hand. Cut the lead to 18 points. Timeout, West Mifflin. I think coach balanced scoring. And I think with 1:20 on the clock and an 18-point lead, I think this one's just about all but over. Jordan Albert bringing the ball in. Oh, Garrett Del Rey got his feet a little tangled up and couldn't quite get to the ball. West Mifflin tries to counterattack and throws the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. Oh, that's football, sorry. You lose possession in basketball when you throw it out of bounds, don't you? We've got Zach Joyce, excuse me, Albert Jordan, Brett McCormick, and Shane Brennan in. Working the ball inside to Garrett. Garrett spins nicely to the basket, can't get it to go. Like the post move there by Garrett, however. Three-pointer by Hester, who was draining them like a madman, like Jim Mullins in the first half. And he cooled off considerably. It's been shut down. Steve Kyle checks in, and Steve Limberio checks in as well. Coach Holzer letting his younger players get at least break a sweat today. Game was a little closer for longer than expected. Inside move. Del Rey goes up with the right hand. Rebound, West Mifflin. Zach Joyce picks up Hester. West Mifflin fans leaving. Oh, it looks like a carry there from the baseline, number 52, who just checked in. Bogesdorfer couldn't get it to go. 15 seconds. Limberio drives. Shooter from the jumper from the free throw line is good. I dare say those are Steve's first varsity points as a St. Clair Panther. And I think we're going to have to get the PA announcer to pronounce Limberio properly. He called him Limberu, but we'll get him to work on that. At any rate, the last couple minutes were wasn't much of a game the last couple minutes. St. Clair really put the game away in the third quarter and beginning parts of the fourth quarter. Final score here tonight, 74-54, 20-point victory for St. Clair over the West Mifflin Titans. Going through the scorebook real quick, so Christian had 21 points in the first half, 6 in the second half for 27 for a total, 24 last night. Quick math says he's averaging 25 and a half a game. Has to be near the top of the Whitfield in scoring. Simpson came alive in the second half, had 11 points to go with 2 in the first half, to be one of 4 St. Clair players in double figures. Let's see, looking over on the West Mifflin side, Rashad was their leading scorer, 16 and 3. He had 19 for the game. Hester, who had 13 in the first half, was shut down in the second half. Again, better defense, efficient offense, 20-point victory for the St. Clair Panthers. Signing off, this is Hank Chesko. Our next home game, if you care to come out, will be on December 3rd, Monday, against South Fayette, and Friday, December 7th, against Baldwin. Take care and God bless.